become nourishment for each other. October 21, 2013. As more of God's children wake to His call, to His brilliance of divine love and light, there will be a continuation of instruction given at the level of the soul that will be felt through the heart that embodies the entirety of truth. The more truth you uncover, the more of your authentic self will be able to shine, illuminating your own path that is golden and necessary in order to manifest God's divine presence into your life, not just as a spiritual inner knowing, but in such a profound way that He is able to touch every part of your journey during each breath and step you take. It is understood that it's insufficient to just know of your life, to just know of the truth, or to just know of God. It is essential that you bring each aspect of your life, your whole truth and God into every cell of your being. Truth is what you bring to all aspects in your life. Truth is the basis and primary core of any teaching you receive, or any instruction that is meant for you to follow. Without uncovering your truth, coming into the divine depths of your true self, honestly and truthfully, you remain in denial of your authentic self. Accept errors when they appear, own up to them. When mistakes appear, understand they appear because of misunderstanding, not knowing the entire details, and often the information that is present becomes misrepresented. When you find yourself overwhelmed by the heavy feelings some mistakes bring, invoke my presence and I will come forth and help dispel any disharmony and shine my light upon your path, showing you another direction or way to go. Each of you are encouraged to continue in your movement regardless of the pace into the light of God that will nourish each of you with His infinite love. Allow His light to embrace you and His love to heal you and to discover all your untruths and change what you find into truthful reality. Understand, my dears, untruth and light cannot stand together in the same space at the exact same time. It is essential to learn to remove any shadowed area through the vibration of truth that will always deliver you to liberation, and allow God's light and love to filter ever so gently into your lovely heart. We come forth today, reminding each of you of the inner sun that rests within each of you. Some of you have a tiny flicker of a flame, where others hold a thriving fire built on truth, wisdom, and knowledge that is filled with the purity of their love that is released automatically through every interaction as easily as they take a breath of air. Even if your inner fire is small, it can be stoked into a roaring blaze when you consciously work at building your foundations by accepting the entire truth of yourself. There is no need to create illusions in order to please a crowd, or to gain popularity. No matter what you tell others, God always knows your truth and He wishes for each of you to come home to this truth because in actual truth, it will set you free. God made no mistake by ensuring each of His children is to carry His divine power, qualities, capacity and virtues. He gave each of these to you in order for you to learn of His presence and how to acutely bring forth His presence into your everyday life in order to fulfill each phase of your journey. Trust in His power. Let His power envelope you so warmly and so completely that you recognize a profound need to carry His energy into everything you create and share from your combined energy. The best way to demonstrate your truth, my dears, is by presenting yourself selflessly to others. Involving yourself to serving your community, to serving the people that are in need of a compassionate soul in their life encourages new opportunities to explore and gain new knowledge. The potential to unfold a greater capacity of your journey is available to you every time you selflessly help another. You help others because you want to. You are not looking for a reward because your reward is in the helping you are able to provide. Life becomes much fuller when you are able to give a helping hand. Every time you reach out to another dear soul, God is right there with you, reaching as you do simultaneously, becoming a vital substance to each action you take. We encourage you to act now rather than to procrastinate on a different day, to learn to bring His perfect presence into all you do internally and externally. The more truth you uncover of yourself, the closer you bring yourself to the home of God's ever-expanding heart. We want each of you to think of yourself as special, that each child of God is cherished, and knowing how important you are, you also understand the necessity to guard God's gift He gives to all His children. This gift He gives unto all of you is a gift you are meant to share, but it still requires you to protect it, as this gift is very powerful. It is love. Miracles have been produced and created out of love. and each creation brings forth joy that is everlasting. The love of God and of His beautiful golden sun shines forever in your heart when you embrace His light into your whole self, bridging any gap, creating assurance that you have embraced His power, His wisdom and His love as your own, but not to keep but to share. Your journey, no matter where you sit, will come with many challenges, some to test your strength and courage and others to validate and test the purity of your love. There is no failing of these tests. What you gain is precious knowledge that also comes with instructions on what to do or not to do next time. When challenges come your way, you have already within you the means to overcome their destructive tendencies. We encourage each of you to seek choices that offer fulfillment and choices that are of the highest of good. Trust in your choices, and remember, if you find yourself in a pool of uncertainty, call upon God through the presence of Jesus and ask for clarification, and trust in the answer you get no matter how subtle the reply. Your journey is not walked alone. You have many fine beings ready to help you when you are ready to receive their help. We know there is a lot for you to take in and learn, and in time you will learn all that you are meant to, and learn what to let go that doesn't serve your journey or life. The purity of your heart will guide you along your path, and when you are finally ready to place the love you received from God and from the purity of His presence above all else in your physical world, then, my dears, you will know you have come home. The flame that is alive within you is there for you to use. It is there to spark your enthusiasm, to build up your momentum in order to carry out any plan or goal you have been aiming at accomplishing. Seek the power of this divine and sacred power, for it is eternal and true. It will never show an untruth. Trust in the origin of this flame and know God's great love is always with you. The gateway to your growth and development potential is opened. It has never been closed, merely blocked by greed, self-centeredness and heavy energies of events that have passed. Every time you give yourself the time to reflect in solitude, you release new energy, and this energy is used to let go of these hindering blockages and to help raise your vibration that will brighten and strengthen each time you let go of an untruth. You let go of debilitating emotions that were tied to certain old situations, and you learn how to be more generous and selfless. Evolve yourself from old ways of living and being, and align yourself with the energy of your beautiful earth, and as you align yourself with earth, you are also aligning yourself with others through common ground and similar levels of consciousness. Together as one you emit a supercharged vibration that brings people together. When this occurs, my dears, there is no longer any feeling of separateness, but as a combined soul of all the ones that resonate on the same frequency. Dropping all old judgments and criticism of others and of yourself will help accelerate your ability to gain new information and to turn that information into knowledge through the unity God's love helps to create. When you successfully let go of hindering past memories, you find later on when you try to bring them back, they return in fragments, and sometimes they will not return at all. It can be saddening when this occurs. But this space that was currently full of negative energy of your past is now free for you to make new memories from new experiences that you are choosing through the divineness of your beautiful heart, under the loving guidance of God and His infinite light. Understand, my dears. Each spark of light that your inner sun holds is there for you to help light the world through your own love-filled actions. As you shed the skin of your past and of old hindering ways, you give birth to a newer you. And over time you will learn how to anchor others through the divine and sacred quality of your heart. We encourage each of you to become nourishment for each other, to be the light that is needed to see through every tunnel and shadow. Stop with the name calling and the need to compare, and accept each other as you are here and now. Following God's light into directions that are individual and unique. How one reaches the heart of God and to becoming one with Him will vary from person to person, but home you will come. There is to be no forcing, no misuse of the free will each of you have been given. Respect one another through compassion, love and understanding. Become a light that is strong and patient for others, and wash them in your love and acceptance. Remember, each word, action, thought, even feeling that will come from you is your responsibility. See yourself as part of a working global neighborhood instead of seeing yourself alone. As you realize you are a part of a vast global neighborhood, you will also come to understand through keen realization the necessity to become mutually responsible and respectful of other people's journey, beliefs and ways of life. Watch and learn quietly. Sometimes taking the quiet approach provides you with the best advantage to see what is truly there for your own growth and development potential that will at the same time become the inspiration of others. I am Vesta, Feminine Solar Logos through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com